This is an Evergreen Media Network production. And now, it's time to put you on the spot with EGM.
Hello, welcome to On the Spot with EGM. I'm Jesse Krisky. Joining us today is the cast of Yankee Tavern. Is this the entire cast of Yankee Tavern?
We're all you get.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Yankee Tavern playing Riverside Theater's Waxlax stage March 19th through April 7th. Let's introduce everybody. Patrick Byrnes, you play Adam. Hey,
Yep.
Patrick, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Emily Verla, you play Janet.
Absolutely.
All right. Steve Brady, you play Ray.
Once in a while I do.
All
I
right.
do my best.
All right, excellent. And Christopher Schmidt, you play Palmer.
Yes, I do. Good morning.
Yankee Tavern. Good morning. All right. It's great to have you all here in Vero Beach. We're really excited for Yankee Tavern. Now, this is billed as an edge-of-your-seat thriller. Yankee Tavern is a mystery, so we can't get into too much of the plot points, but we can kind of set it up, what it's all about. And I think, Emily, you can kind of set it up best for us, right? We were discussing before the show who's going to take the ball and run with it.
Yes, and everyone selected me without my consent, but I'm happy to talk about it. So the play takes place in the Yankee Tavern, which is a bar in Lower Manhattan. And it is a bar that's existed for a really long time, but now it's run down. And me and my fiance, Adam, are at a little bit of a rocky point. And we have this regular Ray who comes in. And it starts with you, as the audience, kind of feeling like you know what's happening and you know who's right and you know who's a little bit off their rocker. And then it turns out that maybe you don't even know what the rocker is as we keep going through it.
Okay. Very good. Very interesting. Yeah. Now, I was discussing with Oscar Sales. He's the big head honcho at Riverside Theater, and he was telling me, this takes place in a bar. A bar is the place where everybody comes to meet and share stories, and it's more about the production of the story and how the story is told than whether the story is 100% truthful. And we kind of go through phases where we don't know the story is true or not, and kind of that kind of thing. So really, this takes place a few years after 9/11 in a rundown Manhattan bar where people get together. Patrick and Emily, your characters own the bar. And Steve, you play Ray,
Yep.
and he comes in. You're a regular there at the bar. Your character's a regular at the bar.
I'm a regular. I've taken the place of Adam's father, who unfortunately is no longer with us. And as the play unravels, we learn more about that and what happened to Adam's father and how Ray became the father figure in his life. But on a whole, it's a play about conspiracy.
Okay.
It's about what's real and what isn't, and who knows what's real and who's looking for the truth. And we find several people that are searching for the truth, specifically around what happened on 9/11 and the cover-up of what happened on 9/11 and what we're told and what we're left to figure out, and whether people are truthful or not, and what they want and what they've done.
Ah, very interesting.
It is interesting. We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, Christopher, you play Palmer. Now, you walk in, you're a stranger, right? As the write-up says, you're kind of a stranger. A mysterious stranger enters the bar, orders 2 beers, one for himself, one for his absent buddy. And your character seems to know, or does he, a lot about what happened. So, what can you tell us? Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, that works well on the road. It's good for an interview.
You must come and see the show.
There you go.
No, he's definitely a man of mystery.
Yeah.
Comes into the bar and kind of turns things on its head,
Okay.
so to speak.
Turns it.
Has everybody questioning.
That's the big plot twist.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
Good job. That was
Thank you.
excellent. That was great.
All
Did I say
right.
something?
Intriguing and
I
mysterious.
can't say it. There's too many
say
spoilers.
anything.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
We don't want to spoil it. No. Playwright Stephen Dietz has been called one of America's most prolific playwrights. and he obviously wrote this this century, and he's won so many awards. And actually, the Yankee Tavern has had its world premiere at the Florida Stage in Florida here. I mean, this playwright is incredible, Stephen Dietz. Who can tell us about kind of his how prolific he is?
Who knows about Dietz?
I mean, he's
from Seattle.
He's
Becky's
from Seattle.
Stars about Whidbey Island. I know that up in Seattle. And then he was in Texas. Is he in Texas now?
I know
Arizona?
he left Seattle.
Yeah.
He's written over 50 plays, and there are a lot of playwrights. You see one of their plays and you kind of have a sense of how the rest of them are going to go and how they're going to be paced and what the characters will be like. And Dietz isn't like that. I feel like anything you show up for is still completely different. Before doing this, I was most familiar with his play, The Nina Variations, which is I guess multiple takes on The Seagull. But he's also written children's theater. He's written things that are very heartwarming and things that are really scary. And it's cool.
You've met him, haven't you?
I have
You
not.
haven't met him. I thought you did.
No.
Okay.
But I'd like to, Stephen Dietz, if you're out there.
Dietz has done his plays have been done all over the country, and I'm not sure this is true, but he's known for never having one of his plays produced in New York City, off Broadway or Broadway, which is kind of a strange place to be recognized. But his plays are done all over the country, and a lot of amateur groups do his plays. But he's very popular, and the play is so well written. Everything, Jesse, in this play, in Act 1, then it connects to Act 2.
Okay.
Finishes, and you get a reference and that ties everything up, which is really remarkable because there's stuff that goes way out there. So Dietz does a really good job, just with little character names and how they relate in Act 1, and then they come back in Act 2. Just little stuff like that really make it a joy to play this stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's great. And Steve, I mean, you played in a bunch of roles yourself. Steve, you've been here for Bakersfield Mist last year. Yeah. You've been on Broadway, 42nd Street, West Side Story, off Broadway. You've been on Seinfeld, Law and Order, Beverly Hills 90210. Oh my goodness!
All that says is I'm old. I've been around a long time. Things tend to add up. You know, Bakersfield Mist was fun last year, and before that, Freud's Last Session, which is one of the favorite things I've ever done. We had a terrific production down here, and we're in that same space. And I'm counting on these guys to carry me through this one, especially this guy, Adam, the character Adam, who plays my surrogate son. He needs to get involved here.
I'm having a good time listening to you guys talk. This is great.
Haven't you done this show before?
I did this show, Jesse, in 2010.
Okay.
The show takes place in 2006. I did the same character in 2010, so I was actually too young for the role. But I was a last-minute replacement at a little theater up in the Catskills.
Oh man, what a difficult show to be a last-minute replacement for.
Exactly.
When you all come see it, Steve's character, Ray, pontificates is maybe the gentlest way of saying the amount of text and theories and specific details, numbers, dates, times. It's really incredibly impressive.
I'm not going to get them right, Jesse. I'm not going to get any of this. I make up half of it as I go along.
But they won't know a thing.
No one will know.
Stephen Dietz will think it's a different play than what he wrote.
All right. Emily, this is your first time in Florida.
It is.
And what do you think so far?
I love it. It's really beautiful. There's plants and birds that I have never seen before. I've talked about the birds a couple of times. I went to the library and I checked out. You can get a bird watching kit from the library here. Plug for the library. It's incredible. It has binoculars and a bird book in it, and I love it.
That's great. I'm a bird nerd too. I gotta check that out. So you've been in The Wolves, Crimes of the Heart, As You Like It, all kinds of TV shows. What does Yankee Tavern? How does that stand out differently from everything else you've done?
Oh, that's I feel like, especially recently, the things I've done recently are a lot more. This feels like more of a traditional play. I've also played a lot of really young people. This is the oldest character that I've played. The last couple of plays I did, like The Wolves is about a girls' soccer team, and then I did a play that was like set in a bar, and they were stages that were kind of filled with people, with the like cacophony of groups of people was a big moving force in it. And I think this really kind of plays to the opposite side, where it's this place that people come to gather, but there's never more than 4 of us in there. And so it's really a different sort of way that the air fills up with the text, but it definitely fills up. I would say that's mostly how it's different.
Yeah.
From what I've done recently.
And it's this stage, if you've never been to the Waxlax stage, it's more intimate than a really big stage, right?
The audience is right there.
Yeah, so the audience is there.
Jess, we're playing this in a thrust, so we're going to have the audience on 3 sides.
We will not be able to hide from you as much as we'd like to.
All right, very good. We're all excited for it. Yankee Tavern. It's March 19th through April 7th. Go to riversidetheater.com for tickets. Patrick, we haven't gotten to you yet.
Oh,
Come on, Patrick.
Not only are you an actor, you're a playwright and a lyricist.
a little bit, yeah. Going through college, especially during COVID, one thing that my professors at DeSales University and my fellow students and I wanted to do is kind of expand what we were able to do. We weren't always able to take the playwriting classes that we wanted, or to expand into the music field, I guess. And so we would work together on different projects. And I have a play that I'm working on getting produced by some friends out in New Jersey who I've worked with on other projects and play readings and workshops, and some other independent artists that I've been working with as a lyricist and different things like that. So coming out of college, it's kind of trying to expand into this whole, now I'm an actor, now I'm an artist, and what can I be in the world post-COVID, and yeah, I guess that's
Very
it.
cool. Very cool, very cool. All right. Well, we are very excited for Yankee Tavern, playing Riverside Theater March 19th through April 7th. Go to riversidetheater.com. And if you're listening on the radio or on a podcast, that's theater, Theatre, as they spell it in Britain. And go to riversidetheater.com for tickets. Yankee Tavern, March 19th through April 7th. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Patrick, Emily, Steve, and Christopher. We thank you for being here in Vero Beach. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you have a great show. Yankee Tavern, playing March 19th through April 7th.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Come and see it.
All right. Yeah, come see it.
You'll hear
Absolutely.
me talk more.
Very good.
A lot.
All right. Yankee Tavern. We'll see you there at Riverside Theater. Take care, everybody.
This is an Evergreen Media Network production. And now it's time to put you on the spot with EGM.